Hey guys, it's Clay here with Genesis 92 Outdoors. I've got a really quick project that's really easy and it's really cheap for anybody that traps, especially, or somebody who's just looking for a kind of more traditional way of carrying their stuff outside. And it's to make a pack basket like this one. This is just made out of a 5-gallon trash can with some shoulder straps on it. It's really easy to do, it's really simple, and it works really well. This one is too small for what I needed, so I decided to make a little bit bigger one. This is a 10-gallon, this one here is a 5. So this one's going to be quite a bit bigger, so carry all my trapping stuff. What you'll need is a trash can, and this is just a Mainstays waste basket I picked up at Walmart for about $5.50, something like that. You'll need some type of strap. What I'm going to use is seatbelt webbing. This is the same webbing that's in the seatbelts in your cars. Not hard to get. Most junkyards will have it. Just some 550 paracord, an ice pick or a soldering iron, a drill with a 1/4-inch bit, and some 1/4 by 1/2 inch machine screws. This project will probably cost less than $10, and you'll have a trapping basket that'll last a long time, and it'll hold up really well, and it'll just be a really good project. So y'all hang with me, we'll get started. Now, first thing I want to do is figure out where I want my holes along the back for my webbing to mount. And I'm going to go in probably 3 inches, maybe 2 inches from each side. And we'll come in, come down about 1 inch from the lip. I'll go about there. Just poke a hole so I know where to go. About the same spot on the other side. And this ain't an exact science, it ain't got to be perfect. Just drill our holes there. Flip it over. I'm going to have some type of mounting hole on the bottom. So I'm going to come in just a little bit, enough for my screw head not to contact the sides, and just go right in the corner. And now I don't want this thing to hold water, so I'm going to go ahead and drill me a drain hole, because it's probably going to be in the bed of my truck during trapping season. Just drill a hole right there in the bottom. That'll be my drain hole. It'll be away from my back, so that if anything spills out there, it's more than likely going to go away from me. It's not going to get on me. Now we got our holes drilled, we can start on our straps. Now how I'm going to do my strap for around the top, I'm going to bring it around. Now I'm probably going to go about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch in, and try to go in the middle of that strap. Put that strap right there. So I have to heat up my ice pick and actually melt my hole, but I'm probably going to put it about there. So we'll do this first hole. I've just got a fire going. I'm going to heat this ice pick up, and we'll make this hole so we can put our bolt in. Once you get your strap cut where you want it, you'll take your ice pick or your soldering iron, right through, that's where it needs to be, and then you'll just take and widen that hole out just a little bit more so that you can actually get your bolt through it. Next, we're going to make our pickup or carry handle, and we're going to do basically the same thing. We're just going to come about 1/2 inch in and about in the middle, and make us another hole with our ice pick or our soldering iron, so that we can make a handle that stands up that we can actually pick the pack up with. Now that you got all your holes melted in your strap, just work it over your bolt, tighten your nut down. Now I'll go back in with a wrench and screwdriver later and tighten those up real good. Next thing I want to do is I want to make it to where this strap don't slip up and down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this strap where I want it. And I'm going to go probably starting on that corner. Probably go about every 2 inches zigzag. You're doing this, be very, very careful not to drill into your finger. And what I'm going to do is just lace my paracord in and out so it holds that strap up in the same spot every time. It don't slip down and slide down like it's doing now. It'll also kind of give it a cool, just kind of zigzag design. Get the paracord here. Just tie an overhand knot in the end, just a little stop knot. Pulls tight. And here, find the end of a paracord. And you just weave it through inside and out. When you get it done, this is what it'll look like. It's going to do two things for you. What it's going to do is it's going to give you places to tie stuff off. If you want to tie a knife off here, or you want to hang a hatchet off here, you can either tie it directly to this strap, or you can tie it to a couple pieces of paracord. It's also going to keep that strap up to where it's not sliding down like this one does. And it just adds a little extra something to it. I think it just looks kind of neat. But now that we got that done, we can start on our straps. Now our straps are actually going to go right here, in between this bolt and this corner. That's where our straps are going to mount. I'll show you how we're going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to make a loop. There's a couple ways you can do that. This particular stuff right here is really, really hard to sew, but you could sew it across and that would be fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt a hole, and I'll either put what's called a Chicago screw, or I'll just lace some paracord in there. Okay, now that we have our strap melted, what I'm going to do is we'll lace this piece of paracord that hole on the front side, on the back. Just like that. Then just tie just a double knot, pull it good and tight, trim your ends, melt them down, and then do the other side. When you're done, it'll look something like that. Now that we have both straps done, what we want to do is figure out exactly how long we want our straps. Now I know I'm going to be using this during the winter, so I'm going to give myself a little bit extra so that it kind of will help give me a little extra room when I've got a big thick coat on, or so it's not quite as uncomfortable I want my straps about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this right here, melt a hole right in the center, about probably a ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch in, and then we'll bolt them directly to the bottom of the pack. When you get it all done, that's how your bottom should look, how the rest of the trapping basket should look. Sits, the bottom of the pack sits just above my weight, or the waist of my pants. It's not uncomfortable. I've got extra room, plenty of room for a big coat. I think it'll work out nice. On top of that, it cost me $10 to make this, and it's not something I'm gonna have to worry about leaving in the bed of my truck, because it's plastic and nylon. It's not gonna rot or go bad if it sits in the bed of the truck like the wooden woven style baskets will. This is $10 versus $50 or $60 for a woven wood basket, or even $70 for a commercial made plastic trapping basket. I made this one for 10 bucks in probably less than an hour, and that's including the time it took to film. So this is definitely a good way to go. It's different than most people's, which to me makes it cool, because I can say, yeah, I made that. And like I said, it cost me about 7 bucks. Hope y'all enjoy the video. If you did, like, subscribe. I'm gonna be posting more. Be some trapping related videos, fishing, hunting, that type of stuff. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time. In the meantime, have a blessed day. God bless.